Hello, I am Nick Mulvey, and it's an honour to be invited by the United Nations and Oceanic Global to perform in support of our oceans. I am very excited to do this because our oceans are, well, they are us, and we are them. And certainly we know we can't survive without our oceans, and I think we are learning that we wouldn't want to either. I live by the sea now, and it is such a source of joy in my life. It's hard to even put it in words. And I want to perform the first song for you now is a song that I've written called In the Anthropocene. And this song kind of came in a way from the oceans, you could say. Or it came through me from the oceans. I was having conversations with some friends at the time about how, we have as humans this gift of language, this gift of articulation, and that's unique, in a way unique in the animal kingdom. And it's maybe not too hard for us to see ourselves as the voice of nature, as the mouthpiece of nature. So I was kind of living with that idea. And I was thinking a lot about whales and how much I love whales and what a mystery they are, really, if we kind of loosen and widen our appreciation of them and deepen our appreciation of them. And this kind of idea that I could give voice to a whale came through, and I'm cool with that. And this is In the Anthropocene. In the Anthropocene, in the Anthropocene, in the Anthropocene, what does your freedom mean? What does your freedom mean? In the Anthropocene, all along the water, underneath the sea, can you hear the 1,000-mile melody coming from a distant whale, calling from afar, calling through the ocean channels, saying, can you hear me? Hear me. Can you hear me? Hear me. Yeah, 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 yeah. In the Anthropocene, in the Anthropocene, what does your freedom mean? What does your freedom mean? In the Anthropocene, stumbling through my dreams, sailing on the skies, the voices of future beings remind me to feel, remind me to feel, remind me laugh and cry. The voices of future grandchildren, I hear them asking, what were you doing? What have you done? What were you doing? What have you done? And are you alive? And are you free? Are you free? Are you free? Hey, yeah, 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 hey. In the Anthropocene, in the Anthropocene, What does your freedom mean? In the Anthropocene, and the Aini come back, and the Sewa come back, and the Aya come back, and the knowledge come back, and the dances come back, and the sweet grass come back, and the soil come back, and the laughter come back, and the medicine come back, and the stories come back, and the oceans come back, and the power come back, and the prayers come back, and the laughter come back, and the choral come back, and the tenderness come back. Elder brother says we must remember the old ways, the dreaming of the land and the calling of the rain. We are life itself, remembering our way. We are life itself, the dreaming of the sea, and we still have time. We still have some time. Yes, we still have time. We still have just some time. Yeah, 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 yeah. In the Anthropocene, in the Anthropocene, what does your freedom mean? What does your freedom mean? In the Anthropocene, in the Anthropocene, in the Anthropocene, in the Anthropocene, in the Anthropocene. So this second and final song from me is called Begin Again. And in this song, I'm asking the sincere question of, can we begin again? What does it mean to begin again? The song is a kind of grief piece, and it explores ancestry. And actually my explorations in my ancestry is where this song began. And as I gave voice to these, to this connection with my ancestry, I was finding within myself, it came with this kind of lament and this grief for our rivers, our waters, our streams, and our lands and our animals. And the song even goes to explore questions of what does it mean to be, for me, indigenous to Northern Europe? What does it mean to live in a sacred way, in connection with our land and our waters? So I'm really happy to offer this song as well in this context. I hope you love it. It's called Begin Again. Mary was my mother's mother and my sister too. There's rain in the river and there's a river running through to the sea around these islands, crying tears of sorrow, pain. There's rain in the river, there's a river in my veins. Mary, young as we may be, you know, The blood in you and me is as old as blood can be, is as old as blood can be, as old as blood can be. Living lines of memory drew the markings on my hand. Ancient lines of living love awaken in this land, saying I am in the city, in the forest and the field. I am in the bounty, come on, know me as I yield. I am in the falcon, in the otter and the stoat. I am in the turtle dove with nowhere left to go. And in the moment of blind madness when he's pushing her away, I am in the lover and in the ear who hears her say, can we begin again? Oh baby, it's me again. I know you are so different to me, but I love you just the same. 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 Mary Ethel Ruddock, 1912 to 72. Though we never met in flesh, now I remember you. Were warm and you were gentle, you were modest, you were kind. A mother, wife and grand, you were a woman of your time. But do we know your life in color? Do we celebrate your flame? Remembering your offering with a candle in your name. Mary, young as we may be, you know the blood in you and me is as old as blood can be, is as old as blood can be, as old as blood can be. And I hear her say, I am in the living, I am in the dying too. I am in the stillness, can you see me as I move? I am in the hawthorn, in the apple and the beech. I am in the mayhem and the medicine of speech. And in the moment of blind madness, when he's pushing her away, I am in the lover and in the ear who hears her say, can we begin again? Oh baby, this is me again. I know you are so different to me, but I love you just the same. 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 Nahi, 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 nahi. Thank you very much. Thanks for listening. Bye.